welcome back to another studio vlog. This week it's going to be all things arts and craft fair prep. Sunday I started redrawing my old Christmas art from 2019 featuring a bunch of gingerbread men and a gingerbread lady. I'm almost done with them, almost. I'm hoping to get them done by today, and if I can get them done today, later I might start making sticker sheets, gift tags, maybe greeting cards. I don't know yet. I might do a postcard instead, and so on, and all the other stuff featuring the gingerbread cookies. And I think it'd be really fun. When I made them back in 2019, they were pretty popular, so I'm hoping the revamp will receive some love too. I would be lying if I said that I'm not freaking out a little bit, because I am. I'm trying not to, because I know for a fact that I don't have to do as much prep as I did for the event back in August. But then there's still some things I need to do, such as figure out a new setup, because the table is 8 feet for this event, and yeah, that's a lot of space. I'm kind of nervous, but I think if I just set it up correctly, then the amount of product should be fine. My husband will be setting up our little table for us today that we had out when I did the event back in August, so I could start putting things together soon. Kind of worried about the earrings because I don't really have that many earrings. I only have 2 pairs of earrings because I kind of messed up a little bit when I was like putting like resin top coat on them. I decided to use the resin top coat instead of UV resin because honestly UV resin is really annoying to me to use, and I think the brand I have isn't the best anyway. The UV resin top coat was a lot easier and it was a lot faster, but then it was a little bit harder to see my mistakes with this. So candy shaker charms and earrings are going to be kind of like, today's main goal is just to finish the gingerbread man art, and then we'll figure out the other stuff later. So let's get started.
If spring is the season that wakes me alive, and fall is the season to contemplate life. Oh, yeah. I don't know what is it exactly in this time of year that makes the melancholy me reappear. Oh, yeah. Back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt, mist and sea, sand and amber trees. 'Cause it still feels like summer, but it's soaked in nostalgia slowly. All the leaves start turning brown. 'Cause it still feels like summer, and I simply don't wanna see the cool wind sneak back in our town. 'Cause we lived when it was all bare feet, tan skin glistening beneath the heat, evening swirl into a birdsong beat. God, it's now so very bittersweet. So I guess I'll just put on my favorite sweater and say goodbye to summer. I keep on forgetting times learn how to fly, and before I know it, it passes me by. Oh, I don't know why when life is beautiful I start to fear it'll slip through my fingers and just disappear. Oh, yeah. Back and forth through dark roast coffee, salt.
Right now my room is starting to be in preparation mode. Last night I worked on this panel after cutting the gingerbread stickers. This, which is a way to display my stickers. They are in this plastic sheet for photos, so people could take the stickers out. Trying to figure out how to make it not as slippery on the back, because when you lift one sticker, like it takes the whole thing. But this is basically just on one of the grid panels I used last time, and I'm using these sleeves, which are the We Are Memory Keepers ring folder sleeves, which are 12 inches by 12 inches, and the squares are 4 inches each, so they will fit almost all die cut stickers unless you make stickers bigger than 4 inches. And I'm doing it like this, so I can display all my sticker designs and people can see them really easy. One of the flaws I had with my first stand back in August was that I didn't have a way to display all my designs well, so people didn't really take as much time to look at the stuff. So if they could see it easier, then I think it'll be better. So we're gonna try this out. These acrylic bins before had stationery in it, but I decided to just put my vinyl stickers on here. This one isn't vinyl. This one is standard sticker paper, but that's just there for now. But I decided to put my vinyl stickers here, and I think it looks really good. The sticker paper, I used the Laser King glossy sticker paper for most of these, and they're really good thickness, so when I lay them down like this, they're perfectly fine. As you can see here, the stickers are laying at an angle, but it still looks good, especially the ones on the glossy vinyl, because it's thick, so it straightens up really well. On the other hand, the flower labels are having a little bit of difficulty because it's the matte vinyl sticker paper, and this is a really good quality. It's not as thick, but it's totally fine because I'm just gonna put some thick cardstock or cardboard behind it to help it from bending. This is the Mr. Sun keychain that didn't print out correctly. These are the last things I got from Sticker Mirror. I'm thinking about just selling them for $5 each. Here's my little corner of shaker pieces. I tried a top coat resin, top coat for nails, and it looks pretty good. I messed up on some of these. Kind of like how it looks. It's matte. But then I did mess up on some of them. Like this one. And as you can see, it doesn't look as nice. I probably won't be making a pair of these earrings. These as earrings and these as earrings. So one of my goals is to finish Candy Shaker charms today. That's the biggest thing I have to do. So instead of working on the candy shaker charms like I was planning to, I haven't started on that yet. Worked on my autumn sticker sheet. This is the old sticker sheet, and I really love how it looks like. I love how many stickers on there and how full it looks. But this sticker sheet, ever since I created it, when did I create it? Maybe last year? A year or two ago, it has always caused me problems when it came to cutting. Maybe because the cut lines are too close to each other, or there's just too much on there, but I had to redo it. So now it looks like this instead, and I'm not sure if I want to add the red mushroom here. So this one has the mushroom, but this one doesn't because I took it out. I don't want to overdo it, but I think that would make me really happy if I could fit it on there. But I don't know, it might be a little too much. I think I'll just leave it the way it is, because I think if I add the mushroom, I'm just gonna mess it up. And I'm kind of looking at the cut lines where everything is. I'm here trying to convince myself that I like it, but I think if I spread out the fox, I can add the mushroom, and I think that would make me a lot happier, because I know right now I'm trying to convince myself to love it, and I just don't love it right now. So yeah, I'm going to redo that, but I'm gonna go eat first and then I'll come back and fix it, and then finally we're going to candy shaker charms. I probably won't finish them, and that's fine. After my husband is done with work, we're gonna go to IKEA because I want to go buy the that wooden dish rack. Is it a wooden dish rack that everyone seems to use, and it seems to work really well. I'm gonna buy 3 of them, and I'm gonna use it to hold my prints, my sticker sheets, and so on. Maybe I'll buy more than 3, but if I can find them, yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy 3. I think that'd be really helpful with the table setup. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys with an update. Added the mushroom back in, and it looks a lot better. It makes me a lot happier. So yeah, we're gonna go with this one. This here, right here, the spots look just too empty. I like to utilize as much of the sticker paper as possible. How much are these? It doesn't say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. That's perfect. What the cute. It's only $4. This is so pretty. Hello everyone, this section is pretty long, so I thought I would drop in and talk to you guys about what I'm doing. If you guys have not seen it yet, I do have a how I make my candy shaker charms video if you're interested in learning how I make these in detail. Bought a hair straightener from the thrift store to use specifically to make these, and although it was really good and had a lot of nice heat and it sealed my shaker charms really well, I found that it was quite slippery for some reason when I put my wax paper and my vinyl in between there. It kept slipping, so from now on I'll probably just stick to the hair straightener I've been using. Here I am cutting the candy shaker with my paper cutter. It might be kind of weird but it helps me make the back of the shaker charms nice and straight. And it's very easy, it cuts through it very well, and it's a very fast process as well, so that's a plus for everyone. Here I'm folding the candy shaker so it's the right shape and putting the wax paper back on there with the hair straightener. I'm using a ruler to push down on the vinyl. Once it is pressed together, I get rid of as many air bubbles as possible. I'm choosing thread colors to go with my shaker charms. If you haven't seen my candy shaker charms before, I like to add a colorful thread to add a decorative touch to it. And here I am threading my needle. The way I thread my needle is very simple. I go to the very end of the thread and I hold it as close as possible to the end, and then I just push it through the hole in the needle, and it's easy peasy. You don't have to lick your string or anything. I taught myself how to hand sew for like arts and crafts purposes like this. I wish I knew how to use a sewing machine, but unfortunately I don't, so stick to hand sewing for now. During this time, I also was multitasking and cutting out sticker sheets. I'm pretty good at multitasking for the most part. Let's put together a Mr. Sun candy shaker charm. This is possibly my most favorite part when putting candy shaker charms together. I feel like I'm kind of like a witch. putting potions together, cute little potions like that, and it's so fun choosing all the colors, choosing all the shapes, and just making each and every one of them unique. I am peeling off some double-sided craft tape. When you make candy shaker charms, you want to make sure you use something really strong. Not all washi tape has a very sticky back, so if you have washi tape that doesn't hold well, this will solve your problem. It will keep the washi tape on there forever. Here's an update of how the setup is looking so far, or part of the setup. And yesterday we went to IKEA and we bought these two dish racks, and it looks amazing. It's nice to be able to just look on top and see everything that you need to see. I made more greeting cards. I made 2 more of each greeting card, so there's a total of 5. It looks nicer because it looks fuller now. These here, also found these in the kitchen area, same place you could find these dish racks, and these are perfect for smaller items, so I bought 2 of them. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but my husband suggested putting my charms on here, so my charms are on here. They look really cute. Not sure if I'm going to keep them like that, because the plan is to display all my items, something like this, so I could fill up the table. Right now these are just here so I remember them. Just in case you're wondering, this is the paper that I'm using for the greeting cards. They're the Staples Ultra Premium Photo Paper in matte. You get 50 of them. A lot of people really like using this to make their art prints as well, and it's a really nice paper. Your art print will print really nice and sharp with this paper, and the colors turn out really well. Also made a set of gift tags. These are one of my older sets. Usually it's packaged like this, and this is the backing, so I'm going to need to make more. And these are printed on this cardstock paper, Recollections cardstock paper you can get at Michael's. It's 110 pounds. Really like this weight. You can hear that. It's a really nice thickness. Also planning to turn the gingerbread cookies into gift tags as well, so that's what I'm working on. I want to make this all vinyl, so I'm going to remake the Mr. Sun sticker sheet in vinyl because I only have 1 more of the paper one, so I think that'll be perfect. I'm gonna pack the gift tags. After that I will make the gingerbread cookies, and then the Mr. Sun vinyl sticker sheet. I almost forgot, but I finished the candy shakers yesterday. One of the Mr. Suns, the other Mr. Sun, the birthday Froggo, Pentaclaus. I really like the washi tape. My husband really likes the washi tape. He thinks it's perfect for this. And I had a dilemma yesterday. Berwin is absolutely covered with the stuff I put in here, and the reason why that's happening is because I guess I put the resin top coat on him and they're sticking on there. Same with this birthday Froggo one, which I'm really sad about because I really love how this one looks like. The last time I did a hanging shaker charm like this, not counting these with the beads hanging from the back, was with the Berwin artwork. This one's not as bad, but next time I'll know not to put the resin top coat on these. For some of the stuff I'm using for the inside, they just like sticking on there. I'll have a total of 40 shakers, and these I'll just maybe make next time. I tried to buy earring hoops yesterday from Walmart, and the Walmart here doesn't have as much things as the other Walmart that we were at before. So yeah, I have no earring hoops. The ones I ordered from Amazon got lost magically. The one thing that I really need the most magically disappears. So that's lost, and I got refunded by Amazon. I should have purchased the earring hoops as soon as I got the refund, but I didn't. I don't know if the earrings are going to make it. I didn't have that many anyway, and they were just like a test. Shrink film's really expensive. So I don't want to make too many not knowing how it's going to go. But later today, my husband and I are going to start putting that display together and trying to figure it out. Today will be a good day to put it together, and tomorrow we are also going to like fix it up better to fit our needs, or to fit the needs of our product. I'm going to redo my price list, so that's for tomorrow. Inventories for tomorrow as well, I guess. But yeah, let's keep going because I still have a lot of stuff to do. Here is the state of our living room right now. My husband and I have been trying to figure out the setup, and we were using the kitchen table, and we have moved the table that we were using over here. My husband marked the table size with tape down here so we can actually put everything out together, because I'm a really visual person, so I really need to see how everything looks like. And it looks like I have just enough products to fill up an 8-foot table. My husband measured it a little bit smaller at 7.5, right? On this corner, we're gonna have stickers. I originally was not gonna bring fan art, but then it's only a little bit. It's just literally stickers and the prints. I think it'll be fine, and it fills it up, so it's nice. So it's only a little bit of fan art. I'm not bringing the anime buttons, but I am bringing the $1 box, the Oopsie packets, the Mr. Sun's acrylic pens, the sticker book. Here are the keychains. Each row is all a different price. I'm gonna have to make price tags tomorrow. Here's how the stationery looks like. And I really like this section. I think we did really well right here. I'm gonna put my mini Christmas tree here, and I'm gonna put some gift tags in here. Tomorrow I'm gonna wrap maybe 1 or 2 small boxes so I can make a little area here that showcases the gift tags. I did not have time to make the gingerbread man gift tag, so I'm doing that tomorrow. Also didn't have time to make the final sticker sheet I wanted, so that'll be tomorrow as well. We have bookmarks, memo pads. This box here is a perfect box for the washi tape. Just a freebie stickers, whatever's left of that. And yeah, this is what we're probably gonna go with for the arts and craft fair. You can see everything and it already looks a lot better than the table I had back in August. That'll be it for tonight. Today is Friday, September 30th, and it is crunch time. It's the last day to get everything ready, and I have quite a few things to still do. Last night my husband and I spent the whole evening trying to figure out the table display, and wow, that took a really long time. It's really helpful to have my husband help me with that. Having two brains think of how to set it up is better than just me doing it myself, because right now it's still a new thing. I still get really overwhelmed trying to think of what to do with it. I still have to do new price tags. I still have to do the Happy Meal sticker sheet. I still have to make the gingerbread cookie tags. Yeah, let's get started, and hopefully I'll be finished with all that by the end of the day. This is how the gift tags turned out. I think they're super cute. I was thinking that the holes for these two were too big, so I sent a picture to my husband to ask him, and he thinks they look fine, and he thinks they're super cute too. We love a supportive husband. This is how they're gonna look. So I'm going to cut at least 5 more sets, and then we'll put them together. And while these are printing and cutting, I'm going to work on the Mr. Sun Happy Meal sticker sheet. So we're at the venue now, and it's a pretty big room. No one really here yet, just me and one other person. Some other people already set up. And it's pretty nice. I get a corner here, which I really like. I really like having a corner. That way I have all the space to leave. There's also a lot of space here between each table, so that's really, really nice. It is Monday, October 3rd, so let's talk about my experience with the arts and crafts market. But before I go into detail about that, let me quickly explain the difference between an artist alley and an arts and crafts market. An artist alley refers to a place where I would be vending my stuff. That's usually what they're called for anime conventions, comic cons, and those type of places usually attracts people of all ages, so you'll find a whole range of different ages of people who will be attending these types of events. It's mostly people who love anime, manga, anything that has to do with Japanese culture, comic books, and so on. And people would travel out of state, out of the country to attend these events. On the other side, for arts and crafts fairs or markets, it's generally more local and it attracts more people who likes more crafty stuff such as soaps, jewelry, baby items, knitting, baked goods, and so on. And usually it attracts families and the elderly. Overall, I think it was organized really well. The coordinator was super nice, and they were really great at showing us where our table was. In total, there were 35 vendors there, and I really liked the venue, the place it was at. The building that the event was in was really huge. It also had a hockey arena at the bottom, so there were a bunch of families going in and out with their children with bunch of hockey sticks and hockey gear and so on, so it was always really busy. The event was located on the second floor, and the area that the marketplace was in, it was so beautiful. There's a bunch of trees here too, but it's not nearly as many as when you're going on the way there. Autumn colors were so beautiful, and it looked really aesthetic. It inspired me so much that I had to change my idea for my autumn October Patreon print which is good because I really like the new idea better. So yeah, that's a good thing. To get our things into the building, we had to go around from the back. We arrived at the same time as another vendor who also at the same time kind of helped by calling the number for the person to open like the back doors for us. Setting up was very easy. I was not nervous while setting up at all because we had everything planned. So yeah, definitely taping down the measurements on the floor like I showed you guys in the vlog earlier definitely helped out and eased my nerves and everything. The coordinator was very excited to have me there. Apparently I was the first ever illustrator to ever be at this kind of event, and she was very happy to see all my products on the table. And you can tell that she was very genuine about her excitement. I guess just having an illustrator there was like, I guess when you have something like new, you get super excited about it. So she was always coming to talk to me, asking me about my stuff. She bought some products for me, and she was just very nice. I really loved talking to her, and the other vendors were very nice as well. Overall though, when it came to the customers, it was not that pleasant. I was there for 2 days for 6.5 hours each, by the way. There was maybe 2, 3, 4 interactions that I probably enjoyed, and the rest was just horrible. My stickers were my main focus of my table, but they were also the worst thing on my table because when people saw them, they automatically assumed that I just sold stickers. Of course, cute artwork can cater to all ages, but for that demographic, when they see your cute artwork that looks like children illustrations, it's automatically assumed that it's only for children. So as soon as people saw that in my prices, they were not too excited. One experience that left a really sour taste in my mouth was 2 hours before the event ended. There was a huge family that came in, and they didn't have any small children. The grandmother saw my single die cut sticker prices, like, you know, one for $3, and she kind of stared at it, and then she asked if my stickers even stuck onto things. And right after she said that, I had started introducing myself because my husband and I realized that on the second day, I had to start trying to convince people that my stuff was worth looking at and that I sold more than just stickers. So I started introducing myself, telling people that I drew all the designs here and that I was a digital illustrator. And after I had introduced myself, that family started laughing at me and then they walked away. Yeah, I was not really happy after that experience. The second day was a whole lot of work. I did that over and over again, explaining to people I have more than stickers, I'm a digital illustrator. Something I realized also was that people could not find my business card on my table, especially the ones who actually genuinely wanted it. If you've gotten a card from an illustrator before, you know some of us like to have double-sided. So the front will have an illustration and the back will have our details. Most people who actually did want the card could not tell that my business card was a business card, even though it was in a business card holder, because the front part is my illustration on Mushroom Khan and Captain Froggo. Every time someone wanted one, they had to ask me if I even had one, compared to other vendors where I saw that they automatically knew it was their business card. And I think it's mostly because there was the illustration in the front, and maybe these people are more used to standard business cards where all the details are just in the front and it's not double-sided. Also, I realized closer to the end of the event that maybe my table was way too overwhelming for this demographic. For example, because I'm an illustrator, I could put my artwork on different types of products. So I had greeting cards, buttons, deck of stickers, sticker sheets, sticker sets, gift tags, art prints, so on and so on. And just what I said is 7 items in total, and they're not all the same. It's not like all paper items, because there's keychains that's not a paper item, and so on and so forth. While other vendors only had either one type of product or maybe 2 or 3 types of products, but were all the same kind of thing. For example, the person in front of us, they had washcloths and bibs, but that's kind of the same type of item. So while everyone else had 1 to 3 different type of products, I had like this whole array of products, and I don't think maybe that demographic was used to someone having so many types of things at once. And I only realized this after staring at a really long time at everyone else's table, because my table was a lot different compared to everyone else's. Now in the artist alley, the table I had would be perfect, it would be normal, and it would be fine. And that was kind of my mindset when I went into this. So I think if I ever do another art market again, I would have to minimize the types of items that I bring to it. The prices of my items were questioned a lot. I think if my artwork wasn't cute childlike illustrations and maybe it was more realistic, I think it would have done really well in this type of demographic. If you're going to event somewhere, you really need to see if it's an event that will attract people of all different types of ages and a huger demographic. For example, if there's an international festival will attract a huge demographic of people. And the thing with attracting a huge group of people with different ages, that is also true for Comic-Cons and artist alleys. And not only that, it is like normal that cute stuff would do really well at artist alleys because it's a part of Japanese culture in general. Cute and kawaii things, there'll be a vast majority of people who are already be looking for that type of stuff. Out of all the interactions I had, there was really only one that I enjoyed, and I was really thrown back by it a bit. Throughout the whole thing, it was mostly like elderly people who had certain types of comments to make. And then there was an elderly lady who came to my table who was actually overly excited to see my products. This lady ended up buying a sticker sheet for me, and she's like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff, it's so neat to see all this stuff, and it's so cute, and so on and so forth. And she just kept talking about how excited she was to see my products, and that was the only type of interaction I had that was worth it to me. Other than talking to the coordinator, of course. I would not be looking into art markets anymore. I don't think it's worth it. The time and effort I put into it was not worth how much I got back. For both days, I barely made over table, you guys. And the only reason why I even made table costs back was because one of our friends come to see us, and she had never bought things from me, so she ended up buying things from me for the first time there, and that's the only reason why I made table back. If she had not come to that, I would have been under. So I'm very thankful for that. If you compare that to the cosplay event that I did in August, which was an artist alley, it's also a local, a small event, so I think I'm able to compare it to them equally. It was a one-day event for 7 hours, and I made triple of what I made at this event for that one day, and I didn't have to sell myself at all. I didn't have to do as much talking. I didn't have to explain that I was a digital illustrator. I didn't have to explain that I had more than just stickers on my table, because for that type of different graphic, these people already expect you to have all these types of products. They know what type of prices to expect. That type of demographic most likely already has experience going to artist alleys, so they're already expecting your type of prices and your type of products. I think it'd be very rare that you have someone who's gonna haggle you on prices or complain about your prices. If you're someone who sells cute items, I would highly suggest that if you haven't sold at an artist alley yet, to try at least once. If you have the money, the means to do so, and the time, definitely try it once. Especially even better if it's a one-day event. One-day events are probably not going to be as expensive. But please also make sure that the convention that you're going to Vienna is a reputable event, because there's some shady ones out there. Definitely try it out if you can. I 100% will say, even though I've only vended once at an artist alley, I would dare say 100% that the interactions and the feeling that you have would be so much better at an artist alley versus at an arts and crafts market or an art market that's not geared towards your type of demographic. They don't care if it's your original character. They don't care if you don't have fan art, or if you only have a little bit of fan art, because I know there's a bunch of people who are afraid that if they don't have fan art, they're not going to do an artist alley, but that's not the case. I don't have as much fan art as I used to because I stopped drawing it a long time ago. So everything I'm selling is older art that I've made. And from my experience from that one small local artist alley, that was everything to me versus the 2 days that I just had. I never want to experience that ever again. So now I will only vend outside of an artist alley if it's something that I know for a fact will cater to a huge range of audience of all types of ages. Overall, even though it wasn't that great of experience, I'm happy that I at least tried it to just know how it went. At the end, while we were packing up, the coordinator came back and she bought a greeting card for me last minute, and I really appreciate the coordinator. I know for a fact that she genuinely cared. She shared things on their Facebook page, and she's not going to share things from like every vendor, right? But both days she shared something from my booth, and I really appreciate it. And I could definitely tell that she was super excited to have me there. But when she told me that I was the first ever illustrator, it let me know automatically that I probably shouldn't be there, and that illustrators are not looking to be vending at this kind of place. And it turned out to be true and everything, and that it wasn't too expensive, because most art markets tend to be a lot higher cost than that. I was at least happy I tried it just to see how it went, so now I know. Because if you don't try it, you're not going to know. Who knows, maybe I would have done well. I will be taking this entire week off from vlogging because I want to catch up on Patreon stuff. I had to pause Patreon stuff to prepare for this art market. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.